past perfect continuous examples to make a difference between the two tenses. I am going to change the same examples from past perfect to past perfect continuous and specify the time as well. Look at the first sentence. He had been reading many books. He had been reading many books since 2004. So I am naming the year, therefore I am putting the word since. And when I say he had been reading many books since 2004, that means that he started the activity of reading the books in 2004 and continued it for some time. Maybe he continued it for about 5 years, but still there was a continuity in the practice of reading books by the subject. Another example, he had been writing his first novel since 2005. I am using the word since because I am using the name of the year. If I don't want to use the name of the year, I can change my sentence and I can say he had been writing his first novel for the last 2 years. So I am saying that he was doing an activity which he has stopped now, he had been. Because there has to be a difference from the present perfect continuous, because this is a past perfect continuous sentence. But I am talking about an event which started 2 years ago. It finished somewhere, I am not mentioning that, but he did it continuously for the 2 years. He had been writing his first novel for the last 2 years. I don't know whether he is continuing it now, so I am not using the present continuous tense in that case. I am using the past perfect continuous tense. Because he started doing an activity, I know for the last 2 years he had been doing it. So it's past, he had been doing it. I want to use the time frame of 2 years, so I will use the word for that, and I will use had been writing because this activity was continued for some time. It was not one time event. It was an event with a sequence. Let us look at the third example. She had been discovering a new story for the last 10 years. Again, I want to specify the time duration, not the name of the year. Therefore, I would say for the last 10 years. I would use for. If I want to name the month, then I would say she had been discovering a new story since January. That event has stopped now because it's a past perfect continuous tense. It started in January. I name it, therefore I use the word since because I am naming the month. And also I know had been has to be used with the verb ing because it was a continuous activity that took place starting from January, over now, not happening now, it is not continuing now like it would have done in the present perfect continuous tense. It has stopped, but there was a sequence of continuity. Therefore, I say she had been discovering a new story since January. So, the activity has stopped, started in January, use the word since for the naming of the month and ing with had been to show the continuity and sequence of events.